So Girls Frontline 2 just released, and I've been playing quite a bit of it. I'm up to chapter 3, I'm level 20, and I do have some thoughts on this game. So this game is developed by Sunborn Studios, which is a Shanghai-based studio, also known as the Mica team, who are known for their original visual novel, The Girl of the Bakehouse, which released in 2009. 2015, they released Girls Frontline, and after some hiccups, they did find commercial success, so they were allowed to expand more on the Girls Frontline series. So in 2020, they announced they were going to create 3 more games based off this IP. Girls Frontline 2 Exilium is one of those. Now, this game is specifically a gacha style game. And for those who don't know, gacha is a term derived from the Japanese word gachapon for their gambling mechanics, meaning that these games are based around spending in-game currency in hopes of getting a specific character or weapon with a very low chance of success. To get this in-game currency, you can actually just play the game and they kind of just sprinkle you with some of them, or you spend money. Now, you can definitely play these games for free, but quite a few people tend to enjoy spending their own money to get the characters that they want, which is a different problem in video on its own. But back to what Girls Frontline 2 is. This is a game based off the XCOM style turn-based game where you control T-dolls to accomplish missions while following a fairly basic story plot. If I remember correctly, the story of Girls Frontline 2 starts around 10-12 years after the first game. The world we inhabit is a post-apocalyptic sort of scenario where corruption is rampant in a major portion of the world, with monsters filling these spaces, making things even more dangerous. To that end, humanity created female T-dolls to fight for us. Otherwise, we, the humans, usually have to wear a protective suit to even stand outside. We're a roving bounty hunting crew who is currently on a job to deliver a box. Of course, things never seem to go the way we want it to. And we're chased by a roving bandit caravan. I think the Vargraves, whatever their name is. Eventually, we learn that in this box is a girl with the ability to morph this special container into a nanotype weapon and literally just demolish anyone who she finds a threat. This is the story so far, up until level 20, and it is pretty interesting, but nothing truly groundbreaking. I feel like we've had plenty of post-apocalyptic story settings already, and they all seem to branch out from the same core idea of humanity fighting to survive against some poisonous corruption and the monsters it creates with the odd, pure, uninfected human or special MacGuffin here and there. It's a very simple story so far, but I'm still at chapter 3, so there's still a chance that they can surprise me. So I mentioned that this game derives its gameplay through the XCOM styled combat, with every T-doll you get hosting a unique set of abilities and role in the game. They all fall under one of 4 roles, those being Bulwark, Vanguard, Sentinel, or Support, with different responsibilities to handle in combat. On top of that, there are 7 different weapon types that each T-doll are assigned to use, with 6 different guns and a sword. Now, each T-doll has access to 5 skills: their normal attack, 2 active skills, an ultimate, and a passive. With some of the dolls being able to apply different elemental types that you can use to strategize against an enemy who has a specific weakness, like burn or corrosion, for example. Next, we'll have to actually develop our dolls and increase their capabilities in the field in the refitting room, where we can level them and their weapons, their neural helix, which is like a small skill tree that provides a stat boost and maybe some useful passives. All the materials to upgrade these things can be found in the supply missions, which I have to say I like how they implemented them. You have to run these missions at least once. But after that, you can use the sweeping feature that lets you instantly spend the required stamina in order to get that amount of resource without having to waste time, making this game all the more efficient and quick. In combat, there are various different obstacles that you can use as cover to increase the defense of your party. The defense that cover gives is dependent on the direction that you're being shot at, so if you're flanked, expect to take the full amount of damage. On top of that, there are mechanics on the field that you can interact with, like the auto turrets or the elevators to bring you to a vantage point. If you ever played XCOM, then you know that the hit rate percentage of that game is horrible. Imagine having a 90% chance to hit a headshot on an alien, but you just miss it every time for no good reason. It just makes it 50% chance anyways Either you hit it or you don't. Luckily though, Sunborn decided that they want to skip that sort of headache and just allowed a 100% hit chance for all attacks. On top of that, we're given a limited amount of rewinds to use if you ever mess up. Based on all this, I think the combat in the game is fairly simple. Move to cover, shoot, and remember what your T-dolls do so you can use them efficiently. It is simple, but I don't find that a bad thing at all. I'll have to see what sort of difficulty spikes that they throw in down the line. But so far, I'm enjoying playing this game. It's not bad. So other than the combat of the game, we do have access to the public areas, which has the dormitories where you can interact with your dolls, increase your affinity, and pretty much marry them if you want, I guess. I feel like a lot of development time for this game went to this particular area, seeing how detailed everything is. Now, let's go over their gacha. We have different banner types, and to start with, we have the standard banner. This banner gives a 0.6% chance for either an elite doll or weapon to appear, as well as a 6% chance for purple rarity pulls. There's a soft pity at 58 pulls, which increases the chance for you to pull an elite, and a pity system that guarantees a elite drop at 80 pulls, which could either be a doll or a weapon. Now, I don't like the fact that the pity system includes both the doll and the weapons. I feel like this makes it all the more harder to get the doll you want, inflating the pull, but I guess it's not that big of an issue since it's only the standard banner, not the premium one. So I should also note that after pulling 260 times on this banner, you get a chance to select one elite doll from that pool, which is a nice touch. I expect to be able to reach that amount in maybe half a year or more of active playing, maybe. Next, we have our premium banner, which will host the current limited doll, as well as a separate weapon banner for their elite weapon. Again, we have a 0.6% chance of pulling the limited doll with the same 58 pull soft pity and 80 pull pity, which only gives us a 50% chance to actually get the limited agent, which is unfortunately the most annoying part of these gacha games. You don't get the character you want even after pulling 80 times, which is a ghastly amount if you're spending real money. Do note though, if you lose your 50-50, your next elite drop will be guaranteed the limited agent. The weapon banner has a 75% chance to drop if you pull it, so I guess that's better than 50, but still kind of scummy, whatever. Now, I know what I got myself into playing this game, so either way, I hope you all get lucky with your pulls. Good luck. So, with all that said, I am having a decently fun time with the game. I always enjoyed the start of a new gacha game because I get to reroll. I'm kind of a masochist in that way. And I'm enjoying the XCOM style gameplay. The dolls are very well designed, and the gacha is the gacha. We'll have to see how poor the premium currency economy really is to decide how nice this company is going to be to their players. Now, the best thing I do like about this game is the sweeping feature for the supply missions. Right now, I also play Honkai Star Rail, Zenizone Zero, and I have to say I am really bored of farming supplies, especially in Zenizone Zero, since we can't just auto it. I enjoy combat of that game, but I don't want to keep farming the same currency map over and over. Just give us the sweeping feature, please. Just make my life easier. I know they're trying to plump up the game so we're on it more, but I don't know. I feel like it's just gonna make more burnout even quicker. Anyways, that's my thoughts. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see ya.